welcome back to the channel, and today we've got a bit of a special because we're both on camera, which always makes a bit of a difference rather than just as hands and maybe just a couple of elbows and things. But today we're actually on, so we thought we'd make an appearance. And today we're looking at frozen pizza dough, believe it or not. Here's Oliver.
Now, we've travelled quite far and wide to find some of the finest balls in the land.
Finest balls?
Finest balls. We have got some finest, Morrisons best. Well, on that note, we'll start with these. These are Morrisons the best. You can see they're very nice and attractive. And
you get 4 of them, don't you?
4 of them, very usual.
And how much are they for 4?
For 4, they are £2.75.
£2.75. Bit of a bargain. So next up into the arena of balls,
we have some of the most luxurious balls we could find, M&S.
Marks and Spencer's balls.
Yeah, Marks and Spencer's balls. No, we just don't look at Mark's balls, please.
No, how many?
Right, so these
you get 1 ball each, 1 for Mark and 1 for Spencer. Because you only get 2 in these boxes, don't you?
Yeah, you get 2 in the back box.
And a mono ball.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately, these are £2.90. You know, it's a bit upmarket balls though, so you know you gotta.
You do need upmarket balls from time to time, Oliver.
Yeah, you do need upmarket balls.
Next up,
moving swiftly on, Northern Doko balls. Got them from Morrisons as well. You can probably find them elsewhere. These were £2.50.
£2.50. Okay.
And now we've been to the finest warehouse we could find in Manchester.
We certainly have, that's right.
Italian food suppliers, Amato Foods Limited. You get six of these. 6
balls. I'd be worried if I had 6 balls in the bag.
Yeah, well, you don't have to be worried with these because these are probably quite nice.
And how much are they, Oliver?
These are £2.99. Best value balls.
So far, the best value balls are those ones. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take these all out of the packages and we're going to let them defrost according to the times and everything that's on there. We're going to make some margaritas, I think, today.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll make some margaritas and then we've got to try these bad boys. And we'll rate them on our very own pizza scale from 1 to 10. 1 being the worst pizza I've ever had and 10 being...
10 being the best pizza you've ever had, you know.
In your life? Ever? Well, you won't have it when it's dead.
No, you wouldn't. You know, you're like in your grave, you'd be like, bit of Papa John's.
Papa John's to your grave.
Yeah.
Right, well, let's get down to business. Let's try these first. And we'll be kicking off with Morrisons the Best. Okay, so just now with the Morrisons the Best sourdough. Using some smaller flour there just to help with the stretching. Didn't really need it, to be honest with you, because this was pretty dry.
As you can see, there are some flakes occasionally, and looking at it, it's just not the best.
No, it wasn't very easy to stretch out, and it wasn't very relaxed, the dough. We had left it out to 5 hours, and it does say 4 to 6 hours, so we went for the middle ground. So just struggling a little bit there with it, as you can see. But just getting it stretched out, making it nice and round, and trying to keep a bit of a crust as well. So just on with that tomato sauce.
Thing is, when you're looking at the pizza, you can notice that it's not very round. It has a square shape, so when we were cooking it, it wasn't very evenly cooked, and we did have some problems in that process because of the shape.
So, yep, just on with the Parmigiano, the grated mozzarella, and now the fresh mozzarella going on. And we'll pop that now, just a bit of a reshape, and then we'll take that over to the oven outside. So all of these are 400 degrees, the oven temperature. So as Oliver was saying, a few problems on this one, weren't there?
Yes, during the cooking process we did have a hole. It wasn't anything to do with a tear, the base just seemed to peel away from the toppings, so we had a slice that was not really fair.
Okay, let's take it out of the oven and let's review and eat. Okay, so a bit dramatic. One of us has not quite got a full slice because, well, it kind of like it stuck, but it left the base on there. So it's not like it was thin and it came away. What happened basically was
Burnt on.
it just kind of burnt on.
Yeah, it burnt on, and then you removed it, and then the base just sort of stuck there, and you got a load of toppings just loose.
So it's quite nice. You can tell it's more of a sourdough.
It's got the same taste. Nice for them, yeah. Nice, cheesy.
Yeah.
Good margarita. You can tell it's been frozen, but
From working with that point of view, certainly the base felt really dry. See how much moisture content's in you.
well, so when you were stretching it, it ended up being a square, didn't it?
Yeah, it just wasn't very. It didn't stretch quite as well as I thought it would do. Yeah, it just felt very quite like a low hydration, quite a dry dough when you're working with it. So wasn't really an easy dough to work with in terms of stretching. And the outside of the dough looked like it was going dry. Now I did keep these covered up, and it is quite a cool day today.
Cool, wet, yeah.
So we're not like in the middle of the summer.
Yeah, it's just a typical November's day.
But in terms of taste of the bread, I mean, it's nice. You can tell it's frozen. For workability, being able to work with it with the dough, I think I'd probably give this one a 6.5 out of 10. Oliver?
I'd probably just go with a nice solid 6. It was nice, you know, it provided a good base. The crust didn't live up to it, you know, you can tell it's frozen, but then again, that is just a side effect of, you know, it being frozen.
Coming up next, I think we've got the M&S ones.
Yes.
So onwards to M&S. These came in little packets, didn't they, Oliver?
Yes, now, like with the last pizza, you noticed it was quite flaky, but with this, a lot of the moisture content was kept. Now, this is presumably because of the packets, so it was a little easier to work with, and you did get quite nice shape.
Yeah, this really did work a lot better than the Morrisons one that you've just seen previously, and you did kind of like be able to form that like Neapolitan classic crust. So yeah, it's just nicely falling away, so just moving that smaller flour out of the way, and we'll just stretch that out a little bit more, and it really did come together quite nicely as a pizza base. There were no tearing or any issues with this one, so it's as close as you can get it to the real thing if you made it at home. So just on with a bit more tomato sauce. You like that multi tomato sauce, Oliver?
I would say it's probably one of the better sauces we have tried. Other sauces in the past haven't been as good, or have been too spicy and taken away from the flavour. The multi tomato sauce is nice and chill, so it will create quite a nice flavour.
Fantastic, yes, it really, really does. So let's take this one off to the oven, bit of a reshape on the peel. I'd put it into the oven, and again, 400 degrees on these ones, and just getting a bit of a turn now. This was really, really nice, and you're getting a bit of leoparding effect there. It's not too scorched underneath. Yeah, this one cooked really, really nicely, this M&S pizza dough. So these were making roughly 10-inch pizzas, probably slightly on the smaller side of 10-inch. But yeah, really, really nice to work with this pizza dough. Okay, so it's about time to take this one out of the oven, and let's get on that chopping board. So M&S, a little bit charred underneath.
Looks like best.
But so far, I think you're going to say it's the best so far.
It's the best.
Presentation-wise,
you know, you can see you got some nice fluffy crusts.
Yeah.
Nice and crunchy and airy.
Absolutely. So let's get this open.
And you got the nice, you know, mozzarella.
Now, one thing I did notice with this one is working with it. even though it's been out for the same amount of time as the other pizza doughs,
It doesn't really want to stretch.
it didn't really want to stretch. It felt very as if it wasn't relaxed at all.
There is one notable difference. That well, this one didn't flake when it was being stretched.
It comes in a little packet, which I think actually just stops it losing a bit of moisture, even though I did keep the other two covered with cling film, as you saw in the photo earlier. Right, look how you like to get tucked in. There's actually a nice crust on this one.
It's not like it is quite burnt, but on the underside. Got actually, currently these are the best crusts.
Yeah.
Because I think you'd say that, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Quite dense, small crusts. Whereas these are nice and airy.
Now, it does recommend on the packet to put it in your normal oven. Again, you probably could have said the same for a lot of frozen pizza dough, but we're using our Roccbox today. So for an oven, conventional oven, it's 220 degrees or electric. That's for fan, or just straight electric 240, or gas mark 9.
Yes, gas mark 9. Roll and cut into strips. Brush with softened herby garlic butter and tie into loose knots before baking. I'm not sure what that's supposed to.
It says roll and cut into shapes, as in, and then
strips.
Or strips. I think it's just shapes.
That's the thing. You can cut it into strips, and you can put garlic butter on it, and then you can bake them.
I'm going to give this, based on everything, an 8 in your own time.
Yeah, anyway, I'm going to give it an 8.
But next up, it is the Northern Dough.
Northern Dough Co. We'll see you there.
Okay, onwards with the Northern Dough Pizza Co. This was, again, in them plastic packets, weren't it, Oliver?
Yep, so just like with the M&S one, this one was not flaky. It looked like it worked quite well.
The one thing I would say about this one was probably a slightly higher hydration. It was slightly a bit stickier trying to get out of that packet. And the dough was a lot more relaxed, probably the most relaxed of all the pizza doughs that we're going to review and have reviewed so far. So on to the work surface, just knocking out any air bubbles that were in there and just giving that a bit more of a stretch out. This made nearly a 12-inch pizza. It does say on the packet it would make a 12-inch pizza, but what do you think, Oliver? I think we'd struggle.
I would say, yeah, it's about a 10 or 11, but I'm sure with a bit of work you could probably get it to a 12-inch, but you may get some problems with holes and so on.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things it does say on the instructions is to use a rolling pin, but we're doing it all by hand. So on to the peel, bit of a reshape, and into the oven. And again, 400 degrees on this one. And this really was a very easy to work with pizza dough. And I would say pretty much nearly as close to you're going to get with homemade. And it's just now spinning nice around. No sticking on this one, Oliver?
No sticking. It worked quite well.
Time to eat it then. Northern Dough Co. So let's have a look at this one. So underneath, it's quite very soft, but quite a bit of char on there. Let's open this up.
Okay. Yeah, this one also didn't flake, just like the M&S one. So if you don't want it to flake, get these ones in the bags. Quite soft. But this one does have quite dense crusts on all of them.
A little bit of lapidem. In terms of working with this dough,
that'd be M&S, isn't it?
Very close with M&S. I would say this was a little bit more, they were a bit more giving it, a bit more relaxed. So probably easier to work with. But taste-wise, it's very nice. But again, that's probably, these pizza doughs are probably more suited to the home oven.
Now what I also do notice is that although the crust is quite dense, it is very soft.
Lift your hands off them. Yes, very nice.
Generally, it is quite nice.
So, based upon how you can work with it, how it cooked, taste, I think I'm going to give this one an 8.
Looking at it, it's quite similar to the M&S. You know, it didn't flake. It's reasonably soft. It seems, from what I've observed, to work quite well. So I'm just gonna. It's pretty much M&S on par. So I'm just gonna go 8.
Next up is Amato. Okay, the last one, Amato pizza dough. So we got this in Manchester. We had a nice day out in Manchester, Oliver.
Yeah, well, it wasn't too much of a day, but yeah, we went to the warehouse and we found some very good things. If you ever do go there is plenty more other than pizza dough. You know, there's pepperoni, panettone, that sort of thing.
So yeah, we'll put you a link in the description of where you can get that, and they've got a lovely website as well. Well worth a visit. So just on with those cheeses. This pizza dough was quite soft, but it was slightly dry, quite crisp, even though we kept it covered over. So on to the peel, and we'll put a reshape in there, and then we'll pop that into the oven. So what were your impressions, Oliver, of this one?
My impressions when you were working with it, you, along with the Morrisons the best, you did get the flake with this one. It looked okay to work with, but you know, it wasn't the best of the bunch.
No, I certainly would agree with that, Oliver. It wasn't the best of the bunch. But I do think them wrappers really do make a bit of a difference. So out with that one, and let's get it tasted. So here we go, here's the finished product, the Amato. Let's just have a try first off.
Yeah. Well, it's first impressions, yeah, it's turned out better.
Nice bit of char underneath. Yeah, I'll say the bread's cooked.
Crust appears to be quite dense though.
Yes.
Also, the pizzas we've stretched so far, both of them appear to be flaking as you stretch them.
Yeah, and we kept them covered up as per the instructions. This one's better than the Morrisons.
Yeah. The bases, but the crusts aren't as good. It's quite a good pizza.
I'm going to give this one, I think, a 7.5.
I'd probably just give it 7.
Right back, we're just going to top them all up, and then we'll reveal what our 2023 frozen pizza dough winner is.
See you then.
Okay, welcome back. So we've totted up the scores, and we can reveal who is the winner of the frozen dough contest 2023. And it's hidden behind the subscription sign. You might have seen that, so please don't forget to like and subscribe. And myself and Olive will show you how to make some fantastic pizza doughs, and we do our pizza dough reviews and flour reviews every month.
Yep.
Okay, so that's enough of that suspense. I'm just going to open this bottle of beer just in celebration. So the winner is Northern Dough. Yep, we thought that was a pretty darn good frozen dough, to be fair. It is got like the real feel of Neapolitan style pizza dough.
Yeah.
And it's not quite the same. You can't beat homemade. I have to say that on a homemade pizza dough.
Out of the 4 we got, you can say it was the best. The 2 that were outside of their own sealed nitrogen bag were just a bit flaky and not too good. The M&S and the Northern Dough came pretty much on par. But
first was Northern Dough, second was M&S, third
was Amato Foods, and then last was the sourdough Morrisons.
Yeah, very disappointing that. I mean, I've seen some reviews online for that.
Yeah.
And on YouTube. Didn't quite live up to my expectations, I'm afraid. I know that some people might say, a bad workman always blames his tools, but I think on this occasion that was pretty bad dough, to be fair. It was very, very dry.
Dry, crumbly, it made a hole in it, like.
So I think one of the things I would say is, would I recommend Northern dough? Yes. But I would always recommend make your own, guys. Seriously, making your own pizza dough is so simple. I mean, it's only flour, water, yeast, and salt,
and
time.
Yeah, and effort.
Well done to Northern Pizza Dough. You're our winner. All it means is to say cheers, Oliver. All the best for 2024, and
well, we'll see you for another year of action-packed pizza making reviews and maybe some other surprising stuff.
Yep, so hang around because we've got more stuff coming right up in 2024. But thanks for watching and bye for now.